Welcome back to Fresh Library. In this video, we will learn a very important concept, that is default parameters in functions. Default parameters in functions. In previous class, we validated calculations results. Today, we will validate how a function behaves when default values are involved. This is about to automation testing with Python. Okay. Before proceeding into today's session, let's have an overview of what we have discussed in the last class. In the last class, we have discussed about passing multiple inputs to reusable functions. Passing multiple inputs to reusable functions. So here, I'm going to give you an overview of last class. If you want a detailed explanation about previous session, then please watch our previous class. Okay, so in last class we have discussed about functions can accept multiple inputs and same functions can be reused with the different values. Okay, we can use the multiple. We can use multiple inputs within the same function. Okay, see here. We had performed a addition operation by using functions. First, for that we have defined a function, that is add numbers, and then we are given. We are also defined one more function called test multiple inputs. Here we had given two inputs. Okay, result. First one is stored in result one, and second one is stored in result two. And later we had validated those two whether they are correct or not by using adjacents. Okay, so here def is used to create a function. A and B are the parameters, and as it validates expected results. So what is the benefit of that one? Reusability, less code, and better maintenance. Where we can use this kind of functions are in login methods, search methods, and form submissions. So here the important point we need to consider here is dynamic inputs are widely used in automation frameworks. Dynamic inputs in the sense where the values which are keep on changing, which are not static, comes under then dynamic. Which are not static, those values are comes under in dynamic values. Okay, so and this is about our previous session. Let's come to our today's session. Today's session is about default parameters. Okay, in functions. Default parameters in functions. Next. So where we are using this kind of concepts in real time is, for suppose is take a one real time example. Well, someone will send you the URL or when website link to your WhatsApp number. Then if you want to open that one, then you can simply click on that link. Then it will automatically open the default browser. Most of the times the default browser will be Chrome. Okay, but if you want to open the same link in another browsers like Firefox or Opera, then you need to copy paste that URL in your favorite browser like Firefox or Opera. Okay, but if you don't open any other browser, then automatically to open Chrome browser because Chrome is our default browser. Same like that, if here also, if you give different values, then it will take the different values. But if you are not specified any different kinds of values, then automatically it will take the default values. Okay, how it will take is here I am going to explain. In order to understand this, first we have to write the code. For that I'm going to VS Code. In VS Code, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to define a function called greet. Here I'm passing a default value equal to name equal to tester, tester. Okay. Second thing, return. It is going to return the values to function. Return f print hello. I will explain you after completion of code writing. Okay. And here I'm going to use flower brackets, name. Next, here I'm going to define another function called test underscore greeting. In parentheses, colon. Next, here I'm going to store the value, first value in result one equal to sorry, result one equal to greet. Second one is result two equal to greet. Here I'm going to give the another value or another name, that is Sanketik. Okay, we can give any name. Now, after giving that, we are going to validate that one, whether it is coming correctly or not. Like that, we have to validate. Result one equal to hello tester. Okay. Next, second thing is assert result e mixed to equal to hello Sanketik. Output must be like this. If not like this, then the test case will fail. Hello Sanketik. Okay, now we are going to validate this one. Now, first of all, I'm going to save this one, and then here I'm going to validate the test case by test. Yeah, test case passed successfully. Okay, because why it was passed? First, I will explain the code. So let's understand what we are validating here. In the first call, that is result one equal to great. Okay, no value is passed here. No value is passed, but here we had passed Sanketik is this value. Okay, Sanketik as the value, and so Python should use the default value tester. Okay, so Python should, what is the default value here? Tester is the default value, and in the second call Sanketik. So if we are not provided Sanketik name, then it will go for the default name, that is tester, hello tester. Okay, that's why as at result one equal to hello tester. This is the default one. And next, here other two will be there, right? So here we are going to validate result two, that is hello Sanketik. So if the name should be here and here will be become same. If not same, then it will become fail. Now it is same, right? That's why it was passed. Instead of that, if I give any other name, okay, developer, suppose. Okay, now I have saved this one, then see, automatically it has to fail. Yeah, test was failed because we had given different kinds of inputs. So in this way, it is going to validate. Okay, I hope you understood. Next. So where we are going to use in real-time automation is default parameters are widely used in automation frameworks. Okay. For suppose, common examples include default browser settings and default environments like a QA, default timeout values. Okay, default timeout values. It has to respond within 3 seconds. It has to respond within 5 seconds, like that. We used to set some default values. Okay, if it's respond within the default timeouts, then the test case will become pass. If not, then the test case will become fail. So automation engineers define sensible defaults and override them only when required. If not required, they are not going to override. If required, then we will override this. So here what we are overriding? Here we are overriding tester with the Sanketik. Okay. Here we are overriding tester with the Sanketik. Test is the default one, and Sanketik is the our required input we had given. Okay. So let me write the running notes for this. First of all, I need to copy this as well. So first thing we need to remember here is, one second. Default parameters provide a value automatically. Next, syntax for this is the syntax. What we have to remember in the syntax is def function underscore name equal to parameter value equal to value. Next. So here function name is the test greeting and greet. These are the function names here. And the parameter values are test and Sanketik. Okay. Next, behavior in real time. How it will behave. So it uses default value if no input is passed. Next, uses provided value if input is passed. If input is passed. If no input, then default value. If input, then it will pass the input value. Okay. Next, what are the benefits of for this one? We are going to mention here. Reduces repetitive code. Next one, improves flexibility. Improves flexibility. Okay, these are the benefits for this concept. Next, where we are going to use this in real time. Real time usage. Default browser. Next, default environment. Default browser, default environment. Whenever we require this, then can you use this kind of concept. Next, default timeout values. Default timeout values. Okay, where for this kind of scenarios we are going to use this kind of concept. So the important thing here we have to remember is assertions, validate, default, parameter behavior. Assertions, validate, default, parameter behavior. This is the important point. We are using essence for validating the parameters or outputs. Okay. This is about today's session. If you have any doubts, please comment below and please do like, share, and subscribe for more updates and keep practicing. And I will see you in the next class. I will see you in the next class.